Look, man, I don't have a YouTube channel. I made one just to talk about this topic since it's a hot topic, and I got my perspective on it. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, man. I'm a very, very analytical dude. Very analytical dude. I've been programming for like 12 years, so I know how to break this shit down, really down to the low level. Low level. Cassidy versus Goodz. Cassidy 3-0. It's real simple. It's really actually not that hard. Y'all just making it way too hard. Too much commotion going around. Y'all listening too much to what that person said or what that person said. Feeding off the crowd. It doesn't matter. You got to judge for yourself. But let me break it down for why Cassidy won 3-0. Let's start with the first round. And we don't even have to go bar for bar. Look at the bars. A lot of people are already doing that. You can find the bars on Genius, but I'm just gonna look at it round to round. First round, Cassidy slaughter. Why, you might ask? Why is it a slaughter? For the simple fact that not even the Goodz fans could actually remember any quotable bars. There's one bar. It's not even a bar. There's one thing that's talked about from his first round, which is he said something like, I went gold in the streets or something like that. You went gold in the industry, I went gold in the streets. Something along the lines. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know off the top of my head. And the crowd went crazy. So now this is what you got to do. Look, you got to judge the people who are saying that Goodz won based off of the reaction that they had from that bar. It's very simple. If you think that that bar is truly hot, if you think that that was dope, and now I have to look at you from a whole nother angle. I got to judge you based off of how you're judging the battle. And if you think I went gold in the streets, that was hot and everybody cheered for that, if you think that's hot, you got a whole nother problem, man. I mean, you're self-defeating yourself. I mean, because you know that that's not hot. So at that point, you're just cheering just to be cheering, you know? And that doesn't help the man out. For anybody who's intelligent, it doesn't help him out. It actually lowers the scale of how you actually judge him, right? Because if you're going to judge by that bar and you think that's hot, that's pathetic. So that was the only thing that I can personally remember. I'm sure there was other things. Don't get me wrong. There's probably other things in there that he said that some of the Goodz fans might remember. But that was the only thing I could remember, and that's the one thing that's kind of being talked on the internet was that whole I went gold in the streets or something bar like that. Now, Cassidy's first round, I mean, the quotables are just everywhere. From the start to the finish, he's got quotables everywhere. It's just a lyrical slaughter, right? And he delivered it. He had the crowd going. He delivered it right. So the first round, slaughter, knockout. Bam. Second round. This is where I'm gonna get you. This is where I'm gonna break it down. Even if you want to give the crowd to Goodz, which clearly you have to, even Cassidy himself would have to look at the battle and be like, dang, the crowd was going in his favor, but that doesn't matter. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. It doesn't matter. And here's why. 101 rules in battle rap, or even when you're disrespecting somebody, doesn't matter. If I tell you what you're about to tell the entire crowd and the viewers before you tell them, and then you go and you tell them, you lost by default. If you don't have an adjustment for that as the person who's about to spit after that first guy, you lost. Why? Because you're talking about something that the man just acknowledged, addressed, disrespected you in doing that. So that's exactly what he did with the whole R. Kelly scheme, a few other things that he had mentioned. He pretty much told the entire crowd of the viewers what Goodz was going to talk about in the second round. And he went on and to talk about the exact same things, right? So my second round goes to Cassidy as well because even though the bars were limited due to the crowd hating, he still outbarred him and he still outbattled him because it is battle rap, right? Battle rap. It's a rap battle between two people who are battling each other over rap. So don't get too caught up into the crowds because that's so easy to debunk, man. I mean, you can have 4 people in the front start off a boo, and then the 3 people behind you, just because they heard you do it, and they might think that you have some weight because you're a battle rapper, now they're going to boo too, right? So I just, you got to look at it with that out of your ears, and you'll start to see what I'm saying. Third round, it's got to go to Cassidy as well, just because if you actually know everything going up to the actual promotion, you'll know why that blogger scheme came about, right? You got the 3 Letterman dude, you got the angry fans, you got that Norbs dude, you got all of these bloggers, right? So you would understand is where I'm getting at, why he started off that round the way he did. If you're an average fan, if you don't understand who those bloggers are, I can definitely see why that might be confusing to you, or like, where is that coming from? But just do your research, do a little bit of research, watch some of the videos from up to the promotion. You'll understand. It's really simple. But going to the third, once again, at this point, I mean, I already had Cassidy 2-0, so even if he did lose the third, which he didn't, he would have still lost. But Cassidy just had, once again, more bars than Goodz. Goodz third round, he was just talking about stuff that wasn't true, things that have already been addressed for years. I mean, we're talking about years, man, like years. Like, it's not like an event just happened like 2 months ago. We're talking stuff happened like 10, 15 years ago, man. Like, you got to be relevant with your stuff. Like, if you're going to come up with some dirt, at least have it be like a year old, 6 months, a year, couple years, like, can't go back 15 years. I did this 15 years ago. You don't even know the story. You don't know what happened. Like, it's just that in itself just shows that you don't really have true material. Like, you got to go off of that? Like, that's just pathetic to me, man. So 3-0, Cassidy. Facts. And if you think otherwise, I heard they got it's got some good doctors wherever you're at. Get that head check. Cassidy, 3-0.